Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a retirement and income specialist, certified financial fiduciary, and the founder of SafeMoneyRetirement.com. Tim primarily serves Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia, but he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies using life, health, long-term care, and annuity insurance products. And now, here to talk with you about securing your retirement, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection and guaranteed income specialist. Twice a year, I get the opportunity to go and hang out with between 400 and 500 of the absolute top advisors and CPAs in the country as a member of Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group. I just got back from Indianapolis. I was there most of last week with this group, going over, there's literally over 300 new tax laws and regulations and all that kind of stuff, and we were going over all of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in this segment, just talk about the 5 most important things that need to be a part of your retirement plan. We're going to go over all of those. First, if you don't already have a copy of my book, Safe Money Retirement, you've heard me say it over and over, please get your own copy if you don't already have one. We can send you a paperback. You can listen to it on Audible, or I can email you a free PDF copy. Just let us know how you want it. Give us a call, 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233, or log right onto our website, safemoneyretirement.com, and get your own copy. Okay. The 5 most important things that you need to have as part of your retirement plan. Number 1, it's all about the taxes. I deal with tax planning with people on a daily basis. And in retirement, your retirement plans and planning for your retirement, once you're into retirement, it's all about how your retirement plans are going to be taxed. So, for example, IRA plans, 401k plans, all of those are what's called tax deferred, which that's great because it allows it to continue to grow and not be taxed. The problem is, once you get into retirement and you start taking distributions, all of that is taxable. So in retirement, it really is all about the taxes. That's why a lot of the live seminars that I do are on tax planning and making sure that you are prepared. Doesn't mean you have to convert everything to Roth before you start taking it, but we need to plan. If there's some that you don't have converted to Roth, let's look at what the options really are. Let's look at what your tax rate is really going to be in retirement. It's all about the taxes and making sure that you pay the least amount of taxes possible. And that's actually number 2, always pay taxes at the lowest rate. So again, when we are making a plan, when we sit down and make a plan for you that's specific to you, we're going to look and see, when are you going to be taking the income? What is your total income going to be, so we can have a guesstimate of what the tax rates are going to be at that point, and talk about, do we want to do some Roth conversions now? Now, the current tax codes are still in effect until the end of next year. Basically, January 1st, 2026, that is when the current tax codes go away. So we don't know what the new tax codes are going to be, and what happens in Washington this fall is going to have a big deal about what happens with the tax rates, as you can imagine. But we always want to make sure that you're paying the taxes at the lowest rate possible. That's one of the biggest things I work with people on. Again, we know what the rates are right now. We know we're at historic lows. We know the current rates are still going to be in place until at least the end of 2025. So let's do as much converting as we can to Roth right now, because once something's in a Roth account, for those of you that don't know, once something's in a Roth account and that Roth account's been in place for 5 years, then all of the principal and all of the growth are completely tax-free. So converting right now to Roth is a very smart move. All right, number 3 kind of goes along this same thing, timing. Timing is everything, and it has to do with when you take your money out of those retirement accounts, again, because tax rules are complicated. When you take the money out is going to have a big impact on what tax rate that you pay. So again, that's one of the big things that I work with people on is let's make a plan. I actually do income plans with my clients all the way out to age 100 so we can figure out what's your income going to be here and what's your approximate tax rate going to be here and really try to develop the best, smartest, wisest plan that we can as far as timing to make sure that we are doing things as wisely as possible as far as tax rates go. Number 4, take the long view. A lot of people underestimate how long they're going to live in retirement. I deal with this almost on a daily basis. I'll talk to someone that's maybe in their early 70s and they're only planning to live until maybe their mid 80s. Okay, well, that's fine, but what happens if you make it to your mid 90s? What happens if you make it to 105? What's the plan? We need to take a long view. People are living longer and longer and healthier. And especially with medical advances, it seems like daily we hear about some new big medical advance. We need to make sure that you are prepared in case you are here for a long time. So we need to take a long view of your retirement and make sure when you get older, you're not having to rely on family. You're not having to rely on friends. You're not having to go live with your daughter or your son because you ran out of money because you only planned to live to 85, but here you are at 93. Here you are at 98. I just read a story. There's a gentleman that's 111 and still going strong. So taking the long view is really important. And again, that's one of the things that I work with my clients on. And number 5, always check your beneficiary forms. When you get my book, you'll read this story, but I had a client that came into my office. It's been quite a while ago now, several years, just absolutely distraught because her husband of the last 20 some odd years, they had built a life, had kids, had a great family. He passed away and she was expecting to get the life insurance and the 401k money and all that stuff, but she had been his second marriage. And guess what? He had never updated his beneficiary forms. So guess who got it? That's right, the first wife that he was only married to for 18 months. She was still on all the beneficiary forms. He was still in his early 50s. He thought he had plenty of time, never even thought about updating them. Well, a lot of these things have gone to court, and in almost every single case, look it up, almost every single case who's listed on the beneficiary form is who gets the money. That's what it's for. So you can always check the beneficiary forms, and if you don't know for sure if they are updated and they're proper, any new beneficiary form that you send in for any type of account, 401k, TSP, IRA, life insurance, any of it, when you send a new beneficiary form in, it supersedes any old form. So even if it's already set up right, but you're not 100% sure, get with your advisor, do new beneficiary forms, then you know absolutely for sure that you don't have to worry about it. So real quick to recap, number 1, it's all about the taxes. In retirement, it's all about the taxes. Number 2, always pay taxes at the lowest rate. Does that take some planning? Yes, that's what I work with my clients on. Number 3, timing is everything. Again, let's make sure that we set things up so they're done properly. Number 4, take the long view. Make sure you plan to be here for longer than you even think you might be. And number 5, always check your beneficiary form so you make sure you're not leaving your beneficiaries high and dry. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market loss. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to contractually guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe from market losses and that you have an income you can't outlive so you can have the retirement that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your complimentary Safe Money Retirement Book and Information Kit at 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Or request your copy of Tim's book online at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.